Hello guys, how are you all doing today? Hope you're all fine. So, for today's video, I already made it on Spanish with my brother. I decided to do something fun, a little bit different again. And so this morning I was searching for CD collectors tags, but I didn't find nothing special, nothing funny. So I picked my little notebook and I made myself my own tag. 21 questions, and I dare you all to do it, to be honest. I really quite enjoy picking the CDs of my collection, looking what I had to look and everything. So yeah, if you want to do it, I will leave you the questions down. I will leave it on the Spanish video too down, you know. So if you want to do it, please feel free to do it because it's a really fun experience. Said that, those 21 questions I'm gonna make right now, and we will see CD by CD, okay? So let's start with it. So those 21 questions I wrote before, like I was telling you, I searched for different tags and everything, but I didn't like any at all. So I had to do myself. Now after making this video I will write the questions down in the computer and I will put them in the videos like I tell you, okay? But let's go with the first question. What was your first CD ever? And for me, my friends, it's gonna be this same copy of Dynasty from Kiss that I got when I was like, what, 2 years old, 3 years old by my brothers, you know, a gift of my brothers. And, you know, I didn't pay for it, to be honest, or anything. So, super happy about it. The CD, as I said in the Kiss video, is falling into pieces, but hey, not a problem with that. So, also, I wanted to tell you, make this time because this year, this month, this channel gets to be 2 years old. So I want to see how I grow with you and everything. So yeah, that's the first one. The first question: what was your first CD ever? For me, is this one, Kiss Dynasty. We continue with the next question, that is, what is the last CD you bought at the moment? And for me, less than 3 days ago, I got the first studio album, full length, by Forgotten Tomb, that is Songs to Live. The funny story is that I was searching for Forgotten Tomb in Amazon and I found that one for just 5 euros with 5 cents. So I bought it, I had to buy it, it's a great album, you know, and 5 euros with 5 cents, I mean. You know, so I bought it. I went after to look how many copies were left, and the price raised at 15 euros, so pretty happy about that. I got it such a good price. And we have favorite album on CD. Here is mine. It is the classic Abbey Road by the Beatles. I mean, for me, such a perfect album, such greatness in here. Some people feel it's overrated, but good for you, it's your opinion. This is mine, okay? My all-time favorite album. Look at those beauties. This is one of the earlier editions, okay? And then we have, of course, the newly 50th anniversary edition. That is awesome. You have demos, you have all stuff. Super great. This question was even difficult for me. Worst album you own on CD? For me, sadly, has to be this Welcome to the Spanish Tribute to Kiss. I mean, for me it's unlistenable. If you like it, good for you. I just like a couple of songs out of it. But, I mean, I paid 15 euros for it. I was expecting something better. That night, neither my wife and I bought good records, I feel. At least we didn't like them. So, that baby, I'm sorry, but no. No, no, no. That for me is no. Another tricky and hurtful one is your least favorite album by your favorite band. It hurt me. It really hurt me. I don't know why I made that fucking question, but here we go. I'm sorry. It just hurts me like fuck. We have here Unity by Rate. That doesn't mean it's a bad album. I still quite like it, you know. But it's more difficult to get into than the other Rates album for my taste. So that's what is here. I'm just sorry. I'm really sorry. It hurts to put here. I mean, everything that Rage does is great, but this album, not for me. I'm sorry. But after that hurtful question, we have to put something more nicer, you know, more, don't know, funnier. So, your all-time favorite live album on CD. Here's mine. Live Made in Japan by Deep Purple. I mean, you can't get more majestic than this gig in my opinion. This is the remastered edition with 2 CDs on it. Yes, that's my all-time favorite live album. I mean, the jams on it are awesome, you know. The songs they choose, they're awesome too. And in this edition you have the encores. My brother has an edition that includes also the studio tracks from the songs that they played in this gig. So there's that. One rare CD from your collection. I'm gonna show you guys this Redlining by Metallica. It's a Chinese edition or Taiwanese, don't remember pretty good. It's a double CD, but the CD2 is not Metallica, and CD1 is a mixture between Redlining and Load. I mean, mixed up as fuck, no? The title tracks are Redlining, And My Beats, 2x4, Flight Fire with Fire like it says here, not Fly Fire, For Whom the Bell Does, The House Jack Built, Trap on the Rise, Bleeding Me, Creeping Death, Escape, Fade to Black, The Call of Cthulhu, Cure, and Hero of the Day. So, pretty mixed up there, pretty funny album. Also, one of the most expensive ones I bought. I'm sorry about my dogs. You know, I swear it's not an Stradivarius CD, it's how it looks. Not too bad, no? And the CD2 looks like that. So, there we have one of my rarest CDs in my collection. The most expensive CD you own. One of mine, because I'm not sure of others, at least for an EP, to be honest. 28 euros this Megadeth live tracks. It's a Japanese only release. There's 6 songs. They sound awesome, and the gig itself, it's great. So yeah, 28 euros for this baby. I found it cheaper on Discogs, but not in this great condition. So there's that, my friends. A favorite bootleg from your collection. Rarest mine is Iron Maiden, the Soundhouse tapes, and rare tracks from 78 to 81. This one I bought in the north of France. Is an Spanish bootleg, okay? If you can find it, pick it up, because it's not too expensive, it's around 15 euros. And you have the Soundhouse tapes, you have the EP of Maiden Japan, you have Life Plus One, you have all... Let me show you. Like I'm telling you, Life Plus One, you have live sides B of the singles, some BBC recordings, just that great, you know. And that would be, if not my favorite, one of my favorite bootlegs in my collection. A CD with a big sentimental value in your collection. I have lots to choose. I could just pick most of my Kiss collection and things like that, but I have to pick this bootleg of Metallica that is Garage Days and more, okay? Looks like that. It includes the album itself, the Garage Days Revisited, and demos from the Black Album. This one, it was the first CD my wife ever bought for me when she first came here. And it was not expensive, but that doesn't mean shit, okay? And I was having a walk with her in Harmony and we saw this beauty second hand for €6. And at the beginning, of course, I thought it was just the Garage Days we revisited, that, you know, back then, when we didn't have the remix or remaster edition that came out like 2 years ago, it was no way to find it. So since then, my wife brought me to find weird and weirder stuff, but this was the first one. It has a special place in my heart, so that's the one I would choose. Again, thank you, my love, you're the best. A CD that you feel you took too long to have, and for me, it's gonna be Kiss Alive 3. Not because I didn't want it, not because I just didn't really care about it, because I spent most of my life searching for it, you know. When I was a kid, this album, it was almost impossible to find here in Spain, so it took me years. I looked in France with the hope of finding nothing. So a day after coming back from a trip, we went to Harmony to say hi, and I found this beauty second hand by €5, and I said, fuck, it has to be mine. Okay? So a week after I went back, and I found another copy. This one is 16 songs, okay? So I wanted to see this one. The other is 17 songs. So I found it, €6, I bought it. But this asshole was difficult to find and a tough work finding it. So here's that. Next one is a little bit more there, you know. More, you can poke fun at me or the people that make the videos, but a CD that people will surprise you on. And that one, I'm not really sure why I own it. I don't know where it came from, but I have it. We're talking about You Can Dance from Madonna. No, I don't know why I have it. I don't know if it was some people that gave me their CD collection and I end up with that, or what, but there's mine. You can poke fun at me if you want, but don't know why I have it. I don't even like this album. She has some albums that I really like, but not this one. A CD you bought without listening the band first. Okay, for me it's gonna be Let Your Dim Light Shine from Soul Asylum. I bought it in a street sale in France for €1, and I was reading good things about it when I found it, and I said, okay, let's pick it up. Not a big fan of this album. I don't really like it lots, but it was, for €1, I feel it was fine, you know? It was just fine. Next one is a funny one for people that collect several copies and things like that of CDs. What is the album you have more copies of? Some of you may know already, some may not, but for me it's Chaos AD by Sepultura, I guess. So here we have your typical copy, okay, that you can find almost everywhere. So that's one. The second one is the same one, okay, just exactly the same one. The third one, I got it because the back cover is different. The fourth one is the Digipack edition, original from 1993. Pretty beautiful edition here. Okay. The fifth one already? Yes, fifth one. We have this beautiful baby here. Okay. This includes In Human Nature. I paid €8 for it in OCD and Lille. It looks like that beautiful. Pretty happy I got myself this copy, really. Sixth copy is the one that came in the box set with the Mask Cavalera Years, you know, in the Mask Cavalera Years box set, and it looks like that. And last, at the moment, is the expanded edition from a few years ago, 2 CDs. Great edition, I really love it. Your favorite album cover on CD. I went with this beautiful edition of Euthanasia just to show you that cover. That is my all-time favorite album cover. for it's so dark, I feel so creepy that it just deserves it, you know, it just deserves it. By the way, the CD2 is the Hidden Treasure CD, if you didn't know. So there you have my all-time favorite cover on CD format. A CD that was an impulsive buy. For me, has to be, hands down, this Cradle of Filth semi-box set, you know, is the deluxe edition of Dusk and Her Embrace, my all-time favorite Cradle of Filth album. It includes Hell's Awaits and Carmilla's Mask as a bonus track. I saw it in Cha 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 here in Valencia for 20 euros, and it was like, okay, mine, give it to me, don't care, you know. The booklet has the coffin shape. There you have the CD. Super happy I picked it up, to be honest. More after seeing the prices it goes to lately. So here it is. Your favorite album by a national band of yours. Okay, so I'm gonna show this one. These are Héroes del Silencio, a rock band from Zaragoza, and they're just awesome, okay? Espíritu del Vino is my all-time favorite album by them. Just great songs all over, you know. This, I have quite some copies of this one too, eh? Not as close as Chaos AD, but I will have like 4 or 5, maybe? So yeah, there it is, this baby. And if you didn't hear them yet, go ahead, listen to them. You may possibly like them. If you like, I don't know, whatever you like, I don't care, listen to them. You don't lose anything for trying. First album you got from a national band. I mean, the first CD you got from a national band. I don't care what band it is, I don't care anything. So here we have, mine is this one. Is Paseando por la Mezquita from Medina Zara. Medina Zara, how to explain to you? Let's say like, they're a rock band, okay, hard rock band. They're from the south of Spain, okay, and they make, let's say, hard rock infused with Arabic music. They're great, and this is just a compilation album. I don't even think it's official, but my brother gave it to me when I was a kid, and that was my first one, so there is that. Favorite compilation? For me, I have to go with the singles from No Doubt. I could choose a million, to be honest, but this one is pretty special for me. This is the box set, the Boombox box set that includes the singles, B-sides, videos, and live at the Tragic Kingdom. It's a great set, this one, to be honest. Just look at that, you have the CDs there. You have the booklet too. So, I will go with this one. I could go easily with Double Platinum from Kiss, Best of the Beast from Iron Maiden, but no, I keep this one to keep things a little bit different, okay? One of your favorite CD box sets, I have to go with the original Alice Cooper band and the Alice Cooper solo, the studio albums from 69 to 83. I mean, you have all those. The price, it was not too bad when I got it. Now it went up a little bit, but still is great. I mean, you have all the albums, most of them in like more like gatefold, things like that. Just a great set. If you find it at a good price and you like the coupe, pick it up, okay? And the last question is more like CDs you want but you don't own yet. So I'm gonna tell a few. I'm gonna say Under a Saturn Retrograde from Forgotten Tomb, Negative Megalomania from Forgotten Tomb, don't know. The rest of the Lordi albums I don't have. It's just too much stuff, but I will leave it there. So well guys, that was everything for today. Hope you liked the video. See you soon and take care.